Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, today I am going to explain about Persuasive Essay. The title is Read More Poems, Understand More People. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Cheryl binte Razali. My student number is 24019042. I'm from class NK4. Well, what is poetry? Poetry is a way of using words to express feelings, ideas, or stories in a beautiful and powerful way. Poets choose their words carefully to create emotions, pictures, and rhythms that make us think and feel deeply. Poetry can be short or long, and it often uses special language like rhyme, rhythm, and imagery to make its meaning stronger. Next, we also need to know the benefits of poetry. Poetry helps us understand ourselves and others better. It teaches us to feel emotions deeply and see the world in new ways. Reading poetry can make us more creative, more empathetic, and better at expressing our own thoughts and feelings. It also helps us slow down and appreciate the beauty of language and life. Okay, here's the search of the poems. First, Measuring the World. Second, A Seeker of Joy. And the last, Scrolls of Longing for You, My Friend. This poem can be found at suaranegrinews.com. 3 poems that I will discuss is from Mrs. Leni Marlina. First, Measuring the World. This poem was created in Victoria, Australia in 2010. Second, When the Moon Wept Upon the Lake. This poem was created in Bukit Tinggi, Sumatra, Indonesia, 2003. The last poem is The Wind Knocks on My Window with Longing. This poem was created in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, 2012. Okay, I want to read the persuasive essay. Poetry is more than just artful language. It is a mirror of the human soul. In a world that often rushes through words and emotions, poetry forces us to pause, reflect, and feel. By reading poetry, we open doors to understanding not only ourselves but also others. Each poem carries the voice of experience, the weight of emotion, and the whisper of humanity. Therefore, reading more poems allows us to understand more people, because poems reveal what often remains unspoken. In this spirit, I would like to share 3 extraordinary poems by Mrs. Leni Marlina. First, The Wind Knocks on My Window with Longing. Second, When the Moon Wept Upon the Lake. And the last, Measuring the World. These poems are not just beautiful literary works. They are windows into life itself, offering lessons that stay with us long after the final line. Firstly, poetry helps us to connect with others by capturing the raw feeling of loss and longing. In The Wind Knocks on My Window with Longing, Miss Leni Marlina describes the deep sorrow of missing a friend. The image of a trembling window longing to open again conveys the silent edge of dust left behind. These powerful expressions help readers empathize with people who are grieving. When we read such poems, we don't just observe sadness, we feel it. Through this, we become more sensitive and compassionate towards others' emotional experiences. Secondly, poetry encourages us to embrace the complexity of human emotions. In When the Moon Wept Upon the Lake, Miss Leni Marlina reflects on the relationship between joy and sorrow, the moon's silence, and the realization that joy whereas sorrow teaches readers an important truth. Emotions are not separate but connected. By reading poetry that explores this balance, we learn to better understand those who carry invisible struggles. Instead of judging or dismissing someone's sadness, we learn to appreciate the layers beneath every smile. Thirdly, poetry sheds light on social realities that often go unnoticed. In Measuring the World, Miss Lenny Marlena contrasts the wealth and power of empires with the quiet suffering of a child. This sharp imagery forces the readers to question an inequality and consider the unseen lives affected by it. By reading poems like this, we become more aware of social issues and the people behind them. We are reminded that empathy should be not limited to those close to us but extended to all corners of the world. In conclusion, poetry deepens our understanding of the human experience. Whether it speaks of loss, emotion, or injustice, each poem allows us to walk in someone else's shoes. The more poems we read, the more perspective we encounter. And the more perspective we understand, the more human we become. So, let us read more poems, not just to enjoy beauty in words, but to truly understand the people behind them. Well, thank you for your attention. I'm sorry for all of the mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.